Car's rule was struck down, but dealers shouldn't make the mistake of thinking that the add on conversation disappeared with it. The FTC is still pursuing cases involving unwarranted products, misleading pricing, and payment packing. My view is simple: transparency doesn't kill good products, it forces us to explain their value. On the connected car dilemma executive brief, we're talking about how dealers protect profitability while building a process consumers and customers actually trust. If you're a dealer principal, GM, or an F&I leader, don't miss this one. Car's rule was vacated, the add-on crackdown that wasn't. So why does it matter now? There's an important distinction for dealers. The FTC's original Cars rule was vacated by the Fifth Circuit in 2025 on procedural grounds. Dealers, therefore, should be careful about talking as though the exact rule is currently governing transactions. But that doesn't mean that the FTC has stopped pursuing dealer pricing and add-on practices. The FTC's pending action involving Asbury dealerships alleges that consumers were charged for unwanted add-ons or were told products were required, including allegations of payment packing. So if the rule disappeared, but the enforcement philosophy didn't, what should a dealer do? Well, as I said earlier, transparency doesn't kill good products. It really just forces us to demonstrate why they're valuable. So strategic implications for dealers: don't mistake the Cars rule being vacated for permission to stop improving disclosure practices. The regulatory risk around unwanted products, misleading price presentation, and inadequate consent remains very real. And from product providers like SafePoint and other back and front end products, you really need to talk to your vendors, understand the real value propositions to your client, and make sure that those value propositions are presented very clearly in the transaction. And for consumers, clear disclosure raises the bar, but it also gives legitimate products an opportunity to differentiate themselves. So at the end of the day, the FTC rule is vacated. The scrutiny around add-ons wasn't. The real question isn't whether dealers can continue selling products. It's whether we can clearly demonstrate the value of the products and obtain consumers' informed agreement to buy them. That's a very different conversation. So this week, we're going to talk about that and more on the connected car dilemma. What should dealers learn from the continuing regulatory focus on F&I and dealer add-ons? That's our topic this week. Hop in, join the conversation.